Okay, some of you have really been wanting me to do cinnamon rolls, so today is the day. I'm going to go put a 1/4 cup of warm water in this measuring cup, and then we're going to dissolve a package of yeast in it for 5 minutes and let it set. So I've got a 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to add my yeast. We're going to let that sit there for 5 minutes. We're going to need a cup of warm milk. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. Now, while we're waiting on that, we're going to use the mixer. I'm going to put in a dough hook, and we're going to add 3 cups of flour. It's 2 cups. 3 cups. Alright, your milk doesn't have to be hot. It just has to be lukewarm. It's plenty warm. I didn't quite let it go the whole minute, y'all. But by the time our timer goes off in 3 minutes, this will cool down a little bit. And then we're going to add everything into the flour, and we're going to mix it up really well. We are going to blend our flour. I'm going to put in the milk and the yeast. Make sure you get it all in there. Make sure it's mixed up. It's not clinging to the bowl. We're going to blend this with the dough hook. I'm going to set the timer so we can tell about how long. I'm going to blend it pretty good, y'all, so I'm probably going to blend it about 4 minutes. Because we want to make sure that yeast gets in that bread and disperses throughout all the flour evenly, or it's not going to do a good job. So I'm going to leave this in here 5 good minutes. Alright, it's been 5 minutes, so let's get this out of here. What we're going to do is take our batter bowl. I'm going to put some oil in it. It's probably close to 1/8 of a cup. And I'm going to put the oil all around the edges of the batter bowl. And then I'm going to take the dough off the hook. Beautiful. Place it in our batter bowl. I'm going to roll it around and let it get oil all over it. And then we're going to put it in a warm place until it doubles in size. I can't give you a time because everybody's is different. I'm actually going to put mine, today it's about 80-something degrees outside. I will put a wet towel over the top of it and put it out on the porch. And then I will let y'all know how long mine took when it's about 80-something degrees outside. Alright, y'all, our dough has doubled in size. So we're going to punch it down. We're going to add it to the mixer. I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of sugar to it. temperature eggs. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to get out our bread flour. And we're going to add 3/4 cup of flour to it. This is an 8. My quarter is dirty. Alright, now we're going to start adding the remaining flour. Okay, we got to add 3/4 more cups of flour. I'm going to do them in 1/8 cups. Because we got to add them slowly. Once each 1/8 cup has blended, then we'll add the next one. Now I'm going to mix this for about 5 minutes. So I'll come back when it's done. Alright, while that's finishing up, we're going to melt a stick of butter in the microwave in this measuring cup. We're about to make our cinnamon mixture. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Whoa. It's good and sticky, like it should be. With this butter, we're going to add 2/3 cups of sugar. Now I'm going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract or a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Alright, that's ready. Now I'm going to take my bread flour and just kind of dust the surface of this. Flour my hands real good. Pick up our dough. And I don't have to knead it because the mixer's already done it for me. Okay? So now all I'm going to do is roll it out. Simple dimple. Oh, I need to flour this. What am I thinking? Just use your hand and flour it. Good. You don't want it to get too much on it. One way you know if you've kneaded it enough is if you put your finger in it and it springs back. It's doing that. Get a bread knife. It needs to be serrated. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. And now you're just going to cut off your rolls in about 1/2-inch pieces. You're going to lay them in the baking dish. Cover these. I'm going to take them back outside in the warm air and I'm going to let them rise. Now you don't want them to get too big. If they get too big, they'll collapse while they're in the oven. So just let them rise almost double, not quite double, and that way you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to cover them up and take them out there. And then we'll cut up the rest of them. Okay, y'all, these are about doubled in size. You can come and look at them. I covered them with plastic wrap. I let them sit outside for a while, and then I came in here and put them on the oven because the oven's warm. They're not real tall, but I don't want them to collapse, so I'm not going to let them get real tall. Alright, y'all, we're getting out the cinnamon rolls. They look delish. We're going to let them cool a little.